comic people out there, it is Wednesday, that means it's comic book day. Let me show you what I got. First, I got Hulk issue number 5. Let me just say this right off the bat. Don't even bother. 5 issues in, and we still have not seen Jennifer Walters turn into the Hulk. I really wanted to like this series too, especially being that they were taking away the whole she aspect of it and just saying that she's the Hulk. But it is such a boring story, you might as well just wait until Bruce Banner inevitably comes back to life. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corp issue number 19. Rip Hunter has come from the future to warn the Lantern Corps about Sarko. Apparently he's going to be a problem that could end the Lantern Corps. However, Sarko's saying a completely different story altogether. So, what's really happening here? Thanos issue number 6. Thanos is dying because of Mistress Death, and his son Thane has gotten the power of the Phoenix. I think that's a bit BS, but you know what? I do think it's kind of cool to see the power of the Phoenix go up against Thanos. This is the end to this current story arc, but this is not the end for Thanos. There's a lot more in store for him in future stories in the Marvel Universe. Wonder Woman issue number 21, The Truth, Part 4. Wonder Woman is shot twice in this, but she is a freaking beast. It was great seeing her be herself in this. The story itself is starting to progress a bit more, and there's a surprising character shown at the very end of this. Not a new character by a long shot, but still, I have been wondering where this character's been. The Flash, issue number 21, The Button, Part 2. We already know with regards to the ReBirth storyline that DC is not going to answer all the major questions yet. They will throw little tidbits here and there, and this storyline is starting to do that. In this issue, the Flash and Batman uses the cosmic treadmill to travel through dimensions. They're starting to see that some of their memories have been altered or taken away altogether. Everything is still up in the air, and anything could really happen. It's still alluding to the fact that Dr. Manhattan could be behind everything, although it does really seem as though it's way too obvious. But this does have a great ending to it with the characters showing up that I never really thought that these two people would be interacting. I can't wait to see how that's going to play out. X-Men Gold issue number 2. This can be summed up very easily. It's Old Man Logan taking on the entire Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and whooping all of their asses. There is some political aspect in this story as well, being that there's way too many superheroes or too many superpowered beings within the US. And they're starting to talk about deportation with these superpowered beings. So it does hit very close to home, especially if you live in the US, where that is a major topic. Batman Beyond issue number 7. Terry is still reeling from being controlled by Spellbinder for such a long period of time, and Bruce Wayne himself is also reflecting on his time as being Batman. There's also something up with Terry's current costume. Bruce keeps trying to allude to it, but he hasn't actually stated it outright yet. And DC really loves to have the big reveal on the final page, because on the final page of this issue, it turns out there's going to be an old villain returning back to this series. Or at least part of the Batman Beyond comic book universe. Finally, I got Action Comics number 978, New World Part 2. The storyline is establishing the history of Superman's new background. Pre-Flashpoint Superman is merged together with New 52 Superman. So certain things have been merged together, certain things have been thrown out. The vast majority of this does seem as though it's all pre-Flashpoint Superman's origin. But certain things are missing, and certain things of the New 52 universe has incorporated itself in. And there is one thing that really bugs me about this. There is one character that is blatantly missing from Superman's background, especially from his death. That happens to be Connor Kent, also known as Con-El, also known as Superboy. Jeff Johns is a fan of Connor Kent, so I am hoping that he does have a plan for him and some of the other Young Justice characters that have all been put into limbo. I mean, there really doesn't seem to be any other explanation as to why he's not a part of this. Even just being shown as a background character, it does seem very obvious to the reader that he was left out on purpose. This issue also establishes that both Martha and Jonathan Kent are also dead, and we go over the birth of Jonathan Kent, who happens to be the current Superboy. So it is nice to see that DC is trying to have a cohesive history, even though it is still somewhat disconjointed. And once again, on the final page of this issue, we have some villains that are going to be teaming up together to cause some problems for Superman in the future issues. So that's my comic load for this week. I also got Scarlet Spider issue number 1, but I'll talk about that in another video. What did you guys get? Leave comments down below and let me know. That's it for now. Thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site, check out my website, my social media sites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. I know I've already stated this several times already, but I'm really hoping the reasoning behind all of the members of Young Justice being in limbo right now is because there's a planned Young Justice Rebirth. It'd make a lot of sense being there's a lot of fans out there wanting to read about this, and there's a 3rd season of the Young Justice cartoon coming out.